station on Space to Ground.
Suit up. Welcome to Space to Ground. I'm Gary Jordan. 2 astronauts wrapped up a spacewalk this week to install a new adapter for future space vehicles to dock to on the outside of the International Space Station. Jeff Williams and Kate Rubins got in their spacesuits to go out and install the first international docking adapter to the ISS. This is a new piece of hardware that will be used for future commercial space vehicles, like the SpaceX Crew Dragon and Boeing Starliner, to attach to the space station. They successfully attached the IDA, connected all of the cables, and wrapped up the spacewalk as planned. The next IDA is currently slated for launch in early 2018. Researchers are looking into the neurocognitive performance of astronauts and how that may change over time during long-duration spaceflights by having them play a game for the brain. The neuromapping experiment looks at astronauts' brain structure and function, motor control, and multitasking. Previous research and stories from astronauts suggest that movement control and cognition can be affected in microgravity. Jeff Williams performed what's called a mental rotation task. It's a computerized test where astronauts use a controller to memorize the orientation of a 3D cube and identify matches. They perform this both stationary and free-floating. Astronauts take other assessments for neuromapping too, all to help the long-term health of astronauts. Last week, the astronauts and cosmonauts shared an image of them all having a meal in orbit. But how do the astronauts keep food from flying away from the dinner table? Well, it does take some getting used to, but there are a few tactics that the astronauts have adopted for eating in space. Astronauts use Velcro for a lot of things in space, including food. All packaged food from the United States have Velcro on it. They also use tape and bungee cords to keep food on the table. Once they open the food, surface tension does a pretty good job of keeping the food and drink inside the packaging. In fact, for many meals, astronauts even use a spoon, and the food doesn't fly off the utensil because of surface tension. They also use certain sticky foods, like peanut butter or honey, as a sort of adhesive for other food to stick better to a tortilla for sandwiches. Keep sending us your questions using the hashtag #SpacetoGround. We'll see you next week.